TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch, we're not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see it, little warning screen. We do need it. It's been a busy week in the UK. It's been a busy weekend, my fault. Busy weekend. Twitch.com is where you can catch a live stream. Live streams are going to become very important because I will live stream my next trip 6 days in a row, 4 to 6 hour live streams. So now in the videos, when y'all be telling me, oh, you should have went here, oh, you should have, this is your opportunity to tell me to do it right then and there. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. It's that first username. The link is in the description below. It's free, so don't worry. You don't gotta pay. Patreon, Monday through Sunday, Premier League highlights, UK TV shows, UK movies, and we also got, shoot, that might be it. Yeah. London crisis. Migrant hotel protest just got worse. I think this might be some of Wesley's best work now. 4 hours it's been out and they got 156,692 views. This might be one of them ones, buddy. Talk to me.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
Y'all know I got my popcorn and my little drink. Now remember, when I'm reacting to these, I'm only reacting to the video, not the totality of the entire situation. A lot of y'all be getting that misconstrued and y'all be like, oh, I understand. I don't live there. I cannot react to the totality of the situation, but I can react to what I see in this video and what I hear. So, that's my little warning.
Say no, join me.
Hi guys, so we just arrived at the Barbican Hotel where a lot of protesters have come out for and against the hotel. Here we see some crowd here. Got police. Don't know what's happened so far, but you got people masked up. A lot of people in face coverings, so you know when people are wearing face coverings, that doesn't mean a good thing. Yeah, here we go guys. Everyone's screaming, yelling. There's this lady here swearing at us. Okay. So guys, you see the crowd behind me, quite a lot of people here at the minute. Goes all the way down here. So I have been told.
I've never seen two groups of people, the left and the right side, only in the UK though, I feel. Maybe I never paid attention to it, but they're so stereotypical look a certain way that it is insane. And I'm not saying that to be like rude and offensive. I'm just saying like when people think of the left, like the picture that come in your brain is literally what it is. And then when you think of the right, same thing. Like it's crazy.
So far, the protesters in the middle with the face coverings aren't actually meant to be there. There have been conditions put in place for the protest. They're actually meant to be with the Stand Up to Racism law, but they've decided to be in the street. So I'm guessing the reason why they're doing their link in arms is because the police will eventually try to arrest them for breaching it.
So basically, pretty much like fight the powers that be. You can't contain us type energy.
So guys, you do have people actually living in the hotel just up above. Yeah, this is around a 420 room hotel. So if you bear in mind the 1,000 that have just come in the past couple of weeks or so, that would fill this hotel up twice. And that's where they're living, costing the taxpayer over £10 million a day. You see the drums, everyone banging on their drums here as you can see. Let me just show you the signs here. We got refugees welcome, stop the far right. So all the signs you saw in Epping. But yeah, let me give you a better look of this hotel just here. Down this alleyway here is where I think it's the Sun reported there were e-bites here, delivery bites as well, Uber Eats. So food delivery people were working out.
Oh, not no more. This is they little come outside kick it area. Look, Here goes somebody right here in between the gates.
Here illegally.
You're asylum seekers in the hotel. Could you tell me why you're working?
So these guys here, they were guests in the hotel. They were scared to pass me because they're working illegally.
How? Bro, do you know how long the wait line is to be a DoorDash, Instacart, or any type of thing that like in America? Like, how did they get this done that quick? I'm talking about land and work.
Legally doing Just Eats and Deliveroo.
Just recently, the first migrant, a man named Abdullah, was convicted for working illegally with Deliveroo. In most countries, this would mean deportation, a re-entry ban, or even prison. But in the UK, he was fined just
Deliveroo, first migrant to be convicted of illegally working for Deliveroo since the Sun's probe has been fined just £26.
£26.
Why should we be more welcoming to refugees?
We don't know what they've come from, or they might be fleeing something really horrific. We should just greet that with kindness, I think. Yeah.
One concern I've heard today is that 91 crimes were committed by 42 of the people living here. Do you believe there's almost a safeguarding issue in the area regarding this hotel?
I don't know about that. There's bad people in any group. I mean, obviously, not every refugee is going to be perfect, but we should never generalize at all for a whole group. Over there, they're chanting.
Stop it. No, you should not. No, absolutely not. But it happens very often.
We want to keep our children safe. That's a lie. If you want to keep children safe, then come join us.
But obviously, when crimes are committed, though, do they have a reason to worry about those stats? Obviously, crime can happen anywhere by anyone, but it's almost like this feeling it's an imported crime, as some people say.
Again, I think that's just such a lie. Imported crime, what even is that? They're trying to divide us. They're trying to say, hate this group over here. Don't express solidarity with other human beings. Divide and conquer. But what we should be hating, the only group we should hate is the rich.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, people say...
Why do you need to hate the rich? First and foremost, it's not divide and conquer. You guys are dividing yourself. You're like in the Civil War. Now, divide and conquer only applies when it's two groups that are from the same spot dividing them, getting divided. You guys are dividing yourselves because of outsiders, should we say. People not originally from this place.
Billionaires should be taxed more, but do you believe taxpayers' money should be going on this hotel?
I think that it's perfectly reasonable for taxpayers' money to be spent housing asylum seekers. It's their right to come here. It's their right under international law. I think the problem when it comes to tax, if you want to look at taxpayers' money, if you want to look at tax in general, who are the biggest tax cheats in this country? They're the billionaires. Where's most of the money going? It's to the billionaires. Every time we're working, we're having our labour essentially paying their bills. We're seeing a mass redistribution of wealth in this country. Not towards these people in this migrant centre, this hotel. We're seeing it go up. We're seeing wealth inequality go up and up and up, further and further. We're getting more and more billionaires every single year. That's the problem. I'm not too concerned about tax money being spent.
There's also more and more new millionaires in our age group. So there's money to be got out there. If you're not getting it, that's on you. I feel almost like it's 2025. If you don't got a computer, go to a library. You can trade on a computer in a library. You could do whatever. There's something, you can edit, you can put a video out, you get free phones from the government. It's all type of stuff.
In a fairly limited way on migrant hotels.
There's more millionaire entrepreneurs in the world than there's ever been. So, I hear his point, but still.
Perfectly fine with that, because it's our duty, I think, in my mind, to look after those that have been, in many cases, are fleeing countries that various imperialist wars that we've been involved in have helped to destroy.
And I worked at a hotel, though. Let me tell you what the hotel's mindset is. Like, let me tell you, like, I think a lot of y'all are getting it confused, like the hotel's fault. The hotel shouldn't do this. The only job of the hotel, the only thing they're concerned about is the bottom line. The bottom line being having as many rooms sold out per year as they possibly can. They don't care how. The bottom line is, let's get the rooms occupied. That's the bottom line in these hotels. They're not here for morals. They're not here for what should and shouldn't be done, what the people want. They're here to sell out the room. That is it. And if the government is going to sell out that room, well, guess what the government is going to do? They're going to sell out. Guess what the hotel is going to do? They're going to accept that. That is free money. That hotel, wherever that hotel is, what part of London is this in? Wherever it is, I guarantee you this hotel hasn't been sold out maybe ever. But now it is. Like, so I don't blame the hotel, because I know I worked for a hotel front desk, overnight manager for 6 years. So I like rather. And it ain't even up to the workers and the staff. It's like the GM, like they call, they say, oh yeah, we're going to sell out. We want every room. Oh, goodbye. Say goodbye. It's done.
Say if the rich did put their money, use taxes efficiently, would you still agree with this, put them in this hotel? Because one argument the other side will argue is that the homeless are left on the street and they don't get a hotel.
I don't think that hotels are the right place for refugees. I think that ideally they would be integrated into our communities.
Look, here she comes. Oh, there's always one stopping the interviews. Buddy is having a great interview. I hope you have come to add something valuable to this interview, ma'am.
And we would...
I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if you're aware, please don't film me. He's with the other side, and he films us on all our demos, and he'll also try and wind you up.
It's okay,
It's been pretty fair.
Let me know.
I haven't taken the piss out of him, trust me. I've been pretty fair.
I remember you from Epping.
Yeah, what was I doing in Epping? Talking to people. You said the hotels aren't the best place. So, yeah.
Look at this. This guy. This is the first, him and the other, this is literally the first time I've ever heard the left talk for more than 5 minutes. He did get interrupted. They did try to stop him, but like, salute to him. Even if they're trying to take the piss, even if interviewers are trying to take the piss and wind you up, like, be above it and get your point across. Argue intellectually. Like, don't let your emotion cloud your point. Like, because that's all we see. Once you get upset at any or angry at any type of question, like, then your point is invalidated almost.
Where would you recommend they go?
So ideally we would integrate into communities. People, looking at past massive refugee crises, what we've seen is people get housed in our communities, in homes, in places where they can set down roots and like actually join properly. Hotels are divisive. It's divisive for them as well. Like, imagine if you were living in our hotel for 6 months or a year. We go there on holiday, sure, but like for long term, that's not a place to be.
In my opinion,
True.
the way we could solve this is if we actually give refugees, migrants, asylum seekers more rights when they come into this country. The right to work, the right to join a trade union, the right to actually be represented in some way. Instead, we're stuffing them into migrant centres in completely awful conditions. If they paid something like £40 a week, which if you're in London, you can't really live on that. I don't think that's the right way to go about.
£40 a week? I was in London. You could do it. I've seen some travel channels or some people trying it out. What's his name? Backpacker Ben? Didn't he do that one time? Shout out to Backpacker Ben.
Dealing with asylum seekers, essentially treating them as criminals and sticking them in a backlog that's growing and growing. There's no end in sight, and they're on these waiting queues. It upsets people, but the conditions inside these places are no good either. These people are not enjoying it. They don't come here because they think they're going to have a good time. They're coming here because, in many cases, they're extremely desperate.
I would say, because of all the information that I've got previous videos, some of them are fully enjoying it. They've been in other places such as France or something ripped up their passports, hopped on some mode of transportation over a body of water, and arrived at the shores of Great Britain because the language barrier was not there and there was more luxuries. So I hear you, brother, but that ain't wholeheartedly the truth.
And I think the way that we're treating them is completely wrong, and I think the way that we deal with the asylum system in this country is completely wrong. I think there's better ways of doing it.
Alright guys, as you can see behind me, you've got the Stand Up to Racism crowd banging on their drums. They've been going at it for some hours now. Just over here, you have the pre-made signs as usual, but in the middle, you still have this...
This looks like a nice neighborhood. Where is this exactly? Like, you gotta say it in the description. Where is this? In this video, we joined the protest outside the Barbican Thistle Hotel in Islington and Canary Wharf. Okay.
I don't know what they call a black bloc. They're kind of against the police or something. They're like anarchists. They're known as. And it's very interesting who the police are paying more attention to. A lot of officers on this side, a lot on this side too. And then just behind me over there are the more patriotic people who are against the hotel, just down here. So guys, see the signs, smash past them, open the borders, more signs here. What's going on?
Could you imagine if they really opened the borders and it was a free-for-all for anybody to come? All of these people would literally eat their words. If I'm being honest, like that's a lot. That's a lot. Not because of who the people are coming, just because of the sheer numbers arriving. It would definitely like mess a lot of stuff up.
So you uncovered this hotel. You found that, was it the illegal riders were working here?
Yeah, so this was a GB News and a police investigation. It was starting July. A number of police, 20 or so with stab vest, came to this hotel around July 3rd, July 4th, and they approached at least 10 men who had Deliveroo bikes with them. So it did seem that this hotel was a hotspot for illegal...
Does Deliveroo provide the bike? How did they get a bike? Will Deliveroo give you a bike if you sign up to work?
Delivery riding activity. When I came back here on Monday just to check this out, because I knew the protest was going to be happening here today, I did see just on the corner over there a delivery bike right opposite from the hotel. So the police may have cracked down, but it seems that illegal working activity may still...
Those are electric bikes. Those are expensive. How are they getting those?
Continuing.
So by illegal rider, you mean their profile doesn't match who turns up at the door? Could that be the case? Or?
That would definitely be the case, yeah. Anyone who does not have the right to work, obviously asylum seekers do not have the right to work in this country, which is something that the left have been arguing actually perhaps we should change, because therefore they won't be a burden on the taxpayer if they're allowed to work. But actually, they're still going to be here, causing trouble, causing crime, sexual assault.
So people are out here hustling, selling their Deliveroo accounts. Listen, if there's a way to make money, it's going to be made, period. I always used to say that, like, somebody is going to make the money. Somebody's going to find a need for something and sell it.
As we've seen in Epping, seen across the country, it does not solve the core issue that people actually complain about.
So guys, that was Jack, who's actually been to the Migrant Hotel here in Islington. He's seen it on the ground, and he's seen how the Barbican Thistle has been used as a Uber Eats hotspot. We have this guy absolutely shaking his hands, taking pictures of me. But we have this group here who are called Black Bloc, and so far been quite aggressive to the police, I've seen. The police are just waiting. We've got one-line officers and then another bunch just behind them, a mix of male.
Do you get, Wesley, how do you get this type of access? Because you're because you have a journalist of the people, because you have a camera, they let you record right here?
Some female.
Curious, because I see all of these other, that must be the issue. That must be the case, I mean.
You hear hear what they're chanting, stand up, fight back. So, yeah, maybe they're up for a fight, who knows? Let's see.
Oh, calm down, officer. Calm down, Paul Blart. Like, whatever is happening, you signed up for this overtime. Relax. Oh, yeah, you're getting fired.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Guys, move back! Move back!
unless this person actually laid a hand on y'all, somebody's getting fired.
Everyone move back! Move back! Move back! Move back!
They was tearing him down, whoever this is.
Send them home! Send them home! Send them home!
Just across from the hotel,
That was insane.
is this little residential area where the protest is for the more patriotic side, I guess maybe locals too. Got their
Seems very quiet and tamed over here.
local CAF, so I'm guessing the people here would see it firsthand what's going on in their communities. This is where
It's my general observation. I'm not saying anything about anything. I'm just saying it's quiet, tamed, not as destructive.
over 90 crimes have been committed by people in this hotel. In 2024 alone, the police was called here over 150 times. And that's why people are out here today. What's your reason for coming to today's protest?
I've come here to support the community in making their voices heard against the Barbican Thistle Hotel.
Yeah. What do you say to those who say that migrants living in the hotel aren't the enemy?
Well, they're probably right. They're not the enemy, but they still shouldn't be here in the hotels. This is the whole...
No, they're definitely not the enemy. And I'll reiterate this. Don't hate the player, hate the game. They are not the enemy. They're doing nothing that the system does not allow them to do. So with that being said, the system itself is broken. If you feel they shouldn't be here, the system itself is broken.
problem. It's not about any type of warfare against us, against them or whatever. They've come here illegally, so they need to go back where they come from. It's as simple as that. When people start saying they're an enemy of us, well, some of them might generally be enemy combatants, but that's not why the people are here there.
That's insane. What I just heard, I'm just thinking about what I heard from the dude on the left. He said they should come there and be integrated properly, given homes. I'm like, hold on. Given homes, it made me think about America and reparations. Somebody gonna make a slick little comment in the comments, but like, we ain't even get that. So how?
They're here because there's
not to compare. The struggles are immensely not the same, but still.
There's a migrant hotel over there, across the road from their community, who are holding young, undocumented men, and they want them gone.
I'm here for my children, grandchildren's future. That's why exactly why I'm here. Yeah. I mean, like this little.
He got the Tommy Mott Robinson merch on. September 13th is slowly approaching.
Girl sign here, and just a minute ago, the migrants behind you at the window sticking their middle fingers up to the little girl. It's disgusting. So that shows what they think of children.
Why do you think these crimes are getting committed? Is it a culture issue? Do they generally hate the British people?
No, it's built into them, innit? From a young age. It's in their mindset, it's their culture. They don't have our values, do they? Totally different. No respect for kids or women. You can clearly see that. I've just seen it with my own eyes from behind you.
So is the issue more the crime rather than the money being spent on the hotels?
Both. It is clear, it's both.
Yeah, but what's the reason they're doing it? What's the reason? To destroy the country. You know, you've got normal people just coming out for the safety of their kids. And like, you're getting abused, getting called fascists, racists, Nazis, for what? And wear mirrored sunglasses, everyone. It stops the face recognition.
There you go.
And purely just even this, what we can see. Now there's a section 14 in place, which means you have to be behind the barrier, which we clearly are doing, observing. They're in the road, so it just seems unfair, unbalanced. I mean, they've all got masks on.
Yeah.
They are in the street, in the road. Police not doing nothing about it. That's an arrestable offence.
They've done again what they've done at Epping, the same shit again. Marched them right in front of us.
Me and my wife are up here to support the local people. We're having to put up with a hotel full of fighting-aged, illegal immigrants.
Look at this person out here, back here. Y'all see this person in a Segway, a little motor vehicle, getting their content? That's real hustle. Don't let your circumstances stop your grind.
Men, and it can't go on. The government have got to understand.
Was Epping the start, do you think? Is it because of all what happened in Epping that it's kind of escalated
I think it started.
It's a great quote. Don't let your circumstances stop your grind. Somebody make that their if you're watching this right now, make that your status. Make that your status on Facebook. On Instagram, you know how you can put the little thing on a little thing, not as a DM, but like if you like what you thinking the other day, put that there. And make sure you put TLO. -TLO. Like I said it.
A long way before that. I think it started at Southport. I think people woke up and smelled the coffee at Southport. I think people have just been raging ever since. The unfairness of it. The likes of Lucy Connolly being put in prison, Peter Lynch dying in prison for just carrying a placard, and it's just appalling. And something needs to be done.
But what has been done since Southport?
Nothing's been done. I'm starting to think it's all been agreed. I think there'll be even more asylum seekers turning up over the next few years.
Well, it's over 25,000 just this year. Looks like we are on for another record year. They say they stopped the boats, so there's 1-for-1 policy. I mean,
it's madness.
What's going to happen? What's the future?
There's no future. I worry about my granddaughters. I've got 2 granddaughters. I mean, they're going to have children eventually. We can't go on like this. It's unfair. It's not right. With all our communities being targeted like this, it's terrible.
So guys, some guy was just waving at a Syrian flag just outside his window, and maybe he was giving the finger or something, antagonising this lot here, and everyone's swearing at him saying go back home. Obviously that is a quote that I'm saying, but yeah, these windows are all open. You see it on the other side as well. A lot of the locals are here today, different parts of London, but majority are locals from this area. There's another one. So yeah, people who are living in here are almost like villainised now for being here. You hear what the kind of opinions people feel about those in the hotel, and everyone's shouting "Go home" is the chance.
Yeah, I'll just live around the corner. What would you like to know?
Well, it's good to hear from locals. What have you seen firsthand from this hotel?
From the hotel, first hand, been approached myself at the back of these shops by a man asking for money and then sexual innuendos. They're in our park, which is here. A young girl who is the niece of one of my colleagues has been said, I mean, I'm not going to swear on camera, but that he'd like to FUCK her, and she's 13. And it's just generally, they've been in there 4 years.
That type of stuff is like a cultural difference because they don't got no age restrictions and all of that stuff out there. I mean, that's wild.
It wasn't a problem. November 2021, there was never a problem. They integrated. They were a different breed then. Now these people that are coming in, that are committing these crimes and making it bad for the ones there that are possibly wanting to integrate with us and the genuine refugees. But what we've got there now is not acceptable, and we've just been told that there's one person gone in there that's committed sexual offence against a minor, which has now been put in there. And obviously with the children, I've got children, I've got grandchildren, I'm not happy. I've never felt so unsafe.
Right, you said in 2021 it was okay. Why has that mix changed? Why has it gotten worse?
Because there was 300 people in there, now there's now 598. Up till, I believe, 6 months ago, there was 700 people. There was 2 per room. Obviously, 2 testosterone men in a room who don't know each other, who are in each other's pockets 24 hours a day. It's not going to be a good mix. So I believe it's because there's 598, but not enough bedrooms to accommodate, and obviously they've got nothing to do. It's not as if they've got recreation grounds. Come out, be in our area, not a problem. But if I committed any of these offences, like throwing out stuff, then I would be penalised.
So is your argument, if you increase the numbers, you're increasing the chance of crime happening, just by statistics?
By domination, yeah, by domination. But equally as well, out of 598 men, if one person commits a sexual assault, that's one person too many.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Talk to him, ma'am. She's well spoken. What is she? Whatever her educational level is, she sounds like a teacher.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't care where you come from, what nationality, what creed you are, what race you are. You sexually assault somebody, it's incorrect, but they're not being dealt with correctly. They're back in there after they've committed the offences.
So today is about protecting the community.
100%. And I can tell you, around here, I've got people that live in my block. We've got tower blocks all around here. I'm a part of the Tenants and Residents Association. And as I said, 4 years ago, we never had a problem. Now we've got people coming to our meetings monthly saying that this has happened, that's happened. They're drinking, they're sleeping in the park, they're taking drugs in the park, they're actually doing human excrement in the park. This is why people are scared to come here. It's never been like this. 38 years, my husband was born and bred around here. 60 years, was born in that block there. Never had it, and it's not acceptable.
You said there is a mix who are potentially good. So, like, is your argument that the hotel should be closed because one is bad?
Not necessarily closed, but yes, closed if they can't monitor it, because they've got undocumented men that are migrants that are actually getting help from the local charities that are being helped into work. They come and do their washing. They come and eat out of the bakery. They're being part of our society, but these other men are not told what to do. They believe that obviously sex with 13-year-olds and getting married at 9 is part of what they are, where they come from. That's not acceptable in the UK. If you come to our country and you're given somewhere to stay and you're given the money and everything else, you need to abide by our rules. I have to. There's no reason they should be any different.
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's a fact. Yeah.
Wow, guys, a very powerful conversation with a local lady from the area. She goes to the community meetings, and they're just saying in general there's a rise in these sexual assaults from people who think it's okay to, you know, marry 13-year-olds and be attracted to that kind of age group. But yeah, it's picking up now, guys. It's picking up a bit. You have people on this side now making their voices heard, and you still have the two counter-protests either side. They're still blocking the road. Nothing is getting done by the police. Might head over there in just a sec, but in general, guys, the locals here just don't want a group of hundreds and hundreds of undocumented men in their streets so close to local facilities where they're not integrating. That is the main issue.
Yeah, and it's the clearly labeled main issue. Like, we're not confused about this.
Alright, guys, so I've come over to this side, and it seems like now...
Let's say ICE?
Now people are saying Palestine will be free. That is the message from this crowd over here. You have to check it out, guys. The amount of people here, hundreds at least. So you have two groups. You have Stand Up to Racism, Stop the Far Right. Then you have these lovely people here. Do you want to say a few words, guys? No? How do you feel about the hotel? Why are you so aggressive? Why are you covering your face? So guys, as you can see, guys, these are all the, I don't know what they are, their group covering their faces.
Covering their faces and breaking the law. This says justice. Why is this so...
We have some ladies trying to stick some Palestine stickers on us. Let's chuck that on the floor.
Where's your Tommy gone? Where's your Tommy gone?
Go away, don't come to my space. Don't get my space. Don't come near me, don't come near me. Go away.
Where's your Tommy gone? Where's your Tommy gone? Where's your...
You're embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself.
She got that black belt around her throat. My bad. This is not the time or the place for that, but y'all know what this means. I don't care what nobody say.
You're a fascist, baby.
How do you know?
How do you know? I've seen you in all the little protests with your shitty little camera trying to be a little YouTube boy.
It's actually a pretty good camera. It's shooting in 4K quality right now. I see you in 4K. Are you on? Never mind.
I seen you. I don't forget that minging little face, babe. Who would? It's very unique looking.
You look like a crackhead, mate.
I look like a...
100%. I didn't say it, but it, like, not crack, but maybe crystal meth. Yeah. If you watch Breaking Bad, she was an extra in it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're an anti-fascist protest, sticking your camera in people's faces.
Why is this an anti-fascist protest? I'm just here to document. You're here too.
Suck your mum.
So you're a fascist by being here. You're a fascist by being here.
Suck your race.
It turns out this creature is Kay Irvine, a sales director at Trade Doubler.
Hey, nah, you went crazy. Nah, Wesley, why you do this lady like this? This is bad. I got real tears in my eye. Bro found her LinkedIn. What is this, a LinkedIn? Oh, he found her LinkedIn. Oh, she's gonna be mad tomorrow morning about this one. She might lose that job. I don't know. We'll see.
According to reports online, she's now been suspended after what she's seen doing later in the video.
Wait, what happened? Say it again?
Is Kay Irvine, a sales director at Trade Doubler. According to reports online, she's now been suspended after what she's seen doing later in the video.
You really have to be careful when you go to these places because the internet is wicked. Like, they will find you. They will find you. Wesley found her in a blink of an eye.
Where's the fascist gone?
Well, we just have general crackheads here like this woman. Hasn't had a bath in about 7 days, so we don't blame her. That's what happens. You have men like this.
I ain't gonna lie. Bro, like Nick Cannon, ain't he? Boy, drumline in it, ain't he?
That's why we don't have enough women giving birth in the country, because you have women like here who are jobless, who aren't benefiting the country. They're rather singing in the streets. They're rather singing in the streets. They have nothing to offer. And this is what we have here. This is what we have here. Unhinged women. This is unhinged women.
She's unhinged. No, she's not gonna debate. Mystic Media, she's not, because she's emotionally involved and she can't articulate herself because of what's in her cup.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. That's the culprit. That ain't coffee in there. That ain't coffee.
Nazi fascist, baby.
So guys, we're not very far from the riot squad coming in. Just here we have more officers who are entering the area. But we got some people just kicking off. We got this absolute nutcase here. So it's all starting here in North London. Who just shouts racist,
racist. Here?
That's all they can say.
An anti-fascist protest, right? Trying to be a Nazi.
You don't know what the fuck I am.
So what are you here to do?
I'm here to report films that's like you making an ass of themselves. That's what I'm here to do.
Suck your racist mum, yeah?
Alright.
And make sure you get right on that.
Oh yeah, Mystic Media. I like her. She got right up with her. They was face to face, no intimidation.
She loves it.
Alright guys, so every now and then more and more police will come over to this side.
She's definitely suspended pending a further investigation. They gonna get it. You know, when you get suspended at work, 3 days later they coming back like you're fired. So you might as well pack it up.
And you do have the guys next to me who are still linking arms. I've been told there have been a few arrests so far. But yeah.
If you can go just behind the traffic lights, that's all right.
They're making sure that everyone's staying behind the police lines at the minute because they're going to make more and more arrests very, very soon, I'd imagine. Emma, how many arrests have you seen so far?
Let me think. I think I've seen...
Emma. Oh, this is Emma. This is not Mystic. Oh, Mystic was recording. This is Emma. Okay, Emma, salute.
Four. All of them were violent. Every single one of them was violent. People were getting dragged off you. There was one guy that was just picked up and they were moving him around like a rag doll. I could see like his shirt was being lifted, clothes were coming off, like outer clothes, like jackets and jumpers and things. And yeah, they were just carted off right behind the police vans, never to be seen again.
But you see their sign stands for racism. You'd imagine this would be the peaceful side. You wouldn't expect any arrests, would you?
Well, I mean, there was that woman that came up to you, and then she actually told me to go and suck my racist mum. I think we have some movement at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I've never had anyone.
Jeez, look at this. Nah, he went crazy. This how you go live without buying a backpack? This is a gimbal. He got YouTube right here. This must be... What is this? What is... This is... He snapped. This gotta be Twitch or something. He snapped. He went crazy.
Say anything like that to me at one of the Patriot protests, so that kind of tells you everything you need to know.
Very telling, very telling. So yeah, guys, yeah, there are counter protests. Well,
whoever this guy is got it. He was going crazy.
There's a protest just down the road, which we saw earlier, who were the Patriots and a few locals who are against the hotel. But the attention has turned to the guys in masks. There are a lot of bystanders on the side of the street who are just watching on. People in their balconies, but in general, all eyes on this group over here. We don't know what their plans are, what they're capable of. An unknown entity with their masks on and locking arms. Oh, guys, we do have one arrest here. We got a lady. Some ladies yelling, saying This is resisting.
Easy. Stay back, guys. Stay back.
He tried to get in there.
One arrest, we're not too sure what that was for. Just popped to a shop to get a drink, and one lady has been pulled by the police. Not too sure why.
Can't take no breaks, Wes. You can't take no bathroom breaks, no drink breaks, no nothing.
Cuffs around her arms, her hands. That's what happened, guys. Fuck around, find out. Yeah, they're not allowed to be in this space, I've been told. The protest area is actually to the right, just behind that barrier. Obviously, you're local, you're not part of the protest. What is the general feeling in the area about this hotel?
I have to admit, man, people ain't happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially when we've seen those videos where you got all the bikes parked up and that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, especially, I mean, the block I live in, like, most people are plumbing don't even fucking work. I haven't had a bath in my flat for nearly 2 years. I have to go to my bloody son's house to have a shower.
Yeah.
You know, my neighbours the same, you know what I mean? Like, and they're putting these people in hotels and stuff. You know, what the hell's that about?
So it's almost this.
Oh, yes, I can see the frustration about that. Bro said he ain't had a bath in his own flat because it don't work. For 2 years, he had to go to his son's house to take a shower.
Feeling that it's unfair, right? There's locals who can't afford housing, can't even to have a shower, you said.
Man, you know, it's not just about future our children, it's about future our legacy, innit? You know what I mean? You know, these sort of people rewrite you out your own history, man. Yeah. They'll come in, they'll cannibalise our architecture, and they'll write us out of our own fucking history, won't they? Do you know what I mean? There's not even like we can disappear into the night and be like, oh yeah, look at the history books, at least these guys were cool. No, we won't be remembered, mate. You know what I mean? Like, it's about a future, not just our fucking future, mate. It's a fight for our very legacy.
Hi guys, so everything has been cleared. So all.
Nah, dude woke. I felt him. I understood everything that he said.
The sides now can kind of wander around, especially the press. So easy as. But yeah, guys, we still have everyone on this side. You see the communist flag says it all, guys. You don't really need to speak to half these people. Look at the mess that's left on the floor. But usual yelling. We got the people from Epping as well. So yeah, guys, communist lot are all here. Got the sign, refugees welcome. So yeah, here we have the deranged lady just here. From Epping, right? Good to see you again. Hello.
Oh, she's at every single. I mean, you know, I can't even be mad at either side. They're standing up for what they believe in at the end of the day.
The usual crowd. So yeah, I feel safer with refugees than fascists. Very interesting. Got the lady got eight. Right. I got an egg. No egg today. No egg. No egg. So guys, those are the crowd that got egged in Epping. All here behind us. One.
This be the same protesters over and over again.
One louder. So guys,
she's clearly off something. She put her hair up. Now she looks less of, you know, but still, nevertheless.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you have unhinged women on the streets of London. Here they are.
No wonder no one likes you. Yeah. Look at the state of you. Look at the state of you.
Is somebody taking this down, though? 100%. There's no way that she's not getting, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody taking that down at night. Somebody doing that. So, somebody want it. 100%. I'll give her that. Somebody gonna take it down. Oh my God. Wow. Thumbnail. Yeah, that's the thumbnail.
Listen, got it on camera. She just pulled a Nazi salute. Yeah? Got it on camera. She just pulled a Nazi salute.
Oh, yeah, the internet good for taking it out of context. That's probably what they sent to her job. It's over.
Guys, you tell me, would you like to be friends with these sort of people? I mean, look how aggressive they get. They'll be gone by 4 o'clock, paid by the hour. Some of them do have genuine concern. We did speak to some of our people.
Yeah, no, definitely. Some people out here are articulate. They can argue their points. They can get their morals and values and their beliefs across and why they're out here, for sure. But there's other people on both sides that are just ignorant.
That crowd, but the ones with the megaphones yapping, you know, you can't take a word for what they say. But yeah, guys, you have here the Barbican Hotel, just here, where they're housing the illegal migrants. You see their sign, Nazis, f*** off. Very interesting. Yeah, look at this hotel, guys. It's falling apart. Must be quite terrible conditions in there if that's the outside. So how long have you lived here?
45 years. And that's what I'm saying. If this hotel is known for like not being that great, not having that much business, they definitely are jumping at the opportunity to have all rooms booked for a year. Like 100%.
And that used to be a hotel. Soon as COVID come in,
girl, we see you. Go sit down. Get out the camera.
They've put 400 or 500 male.
Trying your heart out to get in this little flick.
Migrants in that hotel that are affecting our local women.
Look, I knew it. Ain't no way you just mistakenly rolled up.
Women and children. It's wrong. And then you've got all these lefties that are turning up and they don't even live here. These are all locals. None of us have got our faces covered. They have.
Says it all.
It's disgusting. Yeah. And we are meant to be the ones in the wrong.
You mentioned men. Is that the issue, that they are all men? Is that the main concern?
I have 2 nieces and they are, whatever country they come from, I'm sorry, they shouldn't be here. Taxpayers are paying for them. Enough's enough. Sorry, enough is enough.
Yeah, well, I think it's over it's billions a year. Yeah, do you think like in general it's just a waste?
I work my nuts off on a building site to pay for this. And then you've got arseholes like that. I'm sorry, and we're meant to be racist. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, police officers, journalists, look at that flag. That is the communist flag. These people are left-wing extremists. They stand with the Socialist Worker Party. They stand with so-called stand up to racism. They stand with Unite Against Fascism. These people are Marxists. They despise the family unit. They despise law and order. They despise child rearing. They despise our politics.
Brother, he's in the middle of a speech. You can't.
Which is conservatism, and they despise Christianity. We stand when these monsters go for the police. It will be the patriots defending the police. It'll be us helping the most vulnerable within society. Look at that flag. Look at that flag.
Okay. Hey, don't touch, turn around. Don't touch me. There.
Happened.
Wow.
Guys, you really don't have to look very far to see where the trouble is coming. It's very telling. I don't know what's going on here, but what's going on, mate?
We know y'all not with this side.
Police are getting very aggy.
How y'all even get over here?
But you have a lot of people in face coverings on this side. A lot of people. They're flying the communist flag, anti-British flag. How is that even compatible? Just there, we do have the Communist Party flag. We have a they them on the ground. They them is on the ground.
Salute to the community.
And look at that, guys, they're waving to the asylum seekers. It doesn't matter how many crimes they commit, they will support them. They will be culturally enriched by the cultures they bring over to the UK. Here they are, guys, being escorted by the police. And we have that
somebody playing their mixtape in the background. That's W promo.
Lady who was in Epping last week, the other week. Look at out the windows, guys. If you just look here, all men. I cannot see one woman from this thing. No children, all just men. You'd expect, some women and children here, but all men. Hey, buddy, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm just asking, where are you from? No. Guys, a hotel full of single men in this area, as you saw behind me, very close to the local community. I've spoken to some people.
I was watching something, not about this, but they were taking a route into somewhere to get into some other country. And it was like one of the most dangerous routes they could take. And not a lot of women and kids ever did the route. They sent the men first to get money and lay the foundation, and then they tried to bring over their kids and wife legally and with the right papers and stuff. I wonder if that's what be going on in these situations when we only see men.
Well, they've spoken about the crimes that have been committed. Some of them are working for Uber Eats and Deliveroo, and they park their bikes just in this little pathway down here. But as you saw, he's a man, another man. I cannot see any women. Where's your family? Where's your family? No? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All men. Wow, guys. All men. I haven't seen any women poke their heads out of these hotels. All men. So yeah, this is where apparently they're committing, over 90 crimes by 41 of the people living here.
Oh, this is different.
Everyone
this is different.
Has committed 2, allegedly. I'm sure there's some that commit 3 or 4. You just don't know. But insane.
In East London, illegal migrants were moved overnight into the Britannia Hotel in Canary Wharf, just after the Home Office had officially stated it wouldn't be used as a migrant.
Wait, why are they coming out? It's in the same
hotel
outfit.
Tourists who had booked rooms online were even turned away at the door. A peaceful protest was then organised by local women and children, all dressed in pink. We joined the protest later that day.
Good afternoon, guys. So it's the second day, Sunday, a day
Canary
after
Wharf.
the protest yesterday in Islington. Now we're in one of the most luxurious parts of London, Canary Wharf. They're putting doctors and engineers onto the rich people's doorstep, and they're not too happy. So today we're going to go check out the protest and see what they have to say. I've just heard it, guys. I've heard something.
Loud.
Some sort of explosion was just in the distance. You've got the guests on the left here.
Like a firework?
They've all turned up. So what started as a peaceful protest, I've just arrived. Got flares here as well. Oh, out of breath. Ooh. So guys, this is the Britannia Hotel in Canary Wharf, which is housing illegal migrants in this hotel. How you doing, mate?
Timed that well.
They were moved in overnight, and you can see everyone here dressed in their pink. Because it was a women's protest.
This got to be studied. The women cops in the UK, there got to be a study done. We got to figure it out.
Beginning. You see the.
We got to figure it out. We have to figure this out.
Signs here. We'll read that in a bit. But some guys got his flares. We do have some men in balaclavas. So we got the lads here.
They shooting a music video? Is they shooting a music video or no?
All the boys are here, masked up also, mate. Let's have a look. Let's get round. Very, very noisy. As you can hear. So guys, I've been told earlier it was very peaceful. I was watching the live stream. Obviously, AY Audits has been documenting all these protests. But look here, guys, everyone dressed up in pink. Very, very peaceful. But I think some guys have turned up in balaclavas, and that's where you see the flares. Well, guys, check it out, guys. Have you been here all this afternoon?
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Islington yesterday and everyone was wearing black, and today you're pink. So are you the far right mums? Who are you guys?
We ain't even far right, are we? We just want things to be right.
Yeah. And
okay, ma'am. We're not far right. We just want things to be right. You trying to quote stuff like me. You trying to make your own little... Okay.
Obviously, it goes without saying, but the concern is about children in the area.
Absolutely, yeah. It is. Well, and us women.
Well, why do they do this at school holiday time? Right on the cusp.
And there's no women or children there, is it? It's just all young men. That's what I don't understand.
Okay, guys, so something's happening. Let's have a look. Let's keep an eye on the action. Some masked men have turned up. Let's see what is going on. Some guys in masks have turned up. Yeah, so kind of sending a message against the hotel. Obviously, people are very angry. They weren't told that illegal migrants are going to be brought into this hotel. It was that.
Of course not. They're never going to let the people know. They're going to get the money first and bring them in first. Let's get the money on first.
Overnight. And now we have this police presence looking at what's about to happen. Okay, something is happening. We do have an arrest. Officer doing a stop and search. One of these lads are getting pulled. What's happening here? What's going on here? 4 officers. Buddy, we did not see this yesterday in Islington. He's been arrested. Wow.
Gotta do a study.
He's been pulled as well. We did not see this yesterday, guys.
Oh, there's Emma.
They definitely do make an example of people at these protests.
Look what they're doing. Look. Don't do that to him. Look.
One goes out and stop
Don't do that to him. Look.
Wow, guys. The definition of two-tier policing, guys. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not a baby. Watch out, mate. Watch out. Look at that. It's like a little baby in their hands. Wow.
Yeah, you can tell he's used to get put in lockers. Shout out to anybody who gets put in lockers, and I don't approve of bullying, but I can tell.
Did not see this.
Sometimes you can just tell. Got a whole baby in her hand, and he's like aggressively pushing her.
Be careful, be careful. Wow. Wow. So we definitely did not see this yesterday in Islington. Very, very quick to get onto people. Wow. There was hundreds there yesterday, guys, and we did not see this. We didn't see any stop and searches actually in Islington yesterday. Now we're seeing 4 in quick succession here down in Canary Wharf. Wow.
Well, they would not be very intelligent to bring anything when they know they would be doing this. They're just doing this just to make them feel uncomfortable. Like these people who are getting stopped and frisked, they would literally have to be like very low IQ to put themselves in a position and actually get caught. Good stuff.
We still have the police presence over there, guys. I'm sorry, mate. We still have the police presence down there. Keeping the line.
Oh, he ready to. He pulled out baton.
Wow, so very quick to use the baton. Very quick to use the
That baton is fear.
Officer calling for calm.
He riled up. You better calm down, sir. Your prostate. Chill.
This guy's very angry. Why is he trying shit? Who are you? Who are you?
I was there.
Watch the Daily Mail.
Daily Mail with boots on the ground, mate.
You were there, mate. He was there. He was there. I was there. We saw each other.
Was you there as well? Was you there as well? Was you there as well?
We had dozens of people arrested yesterday.
Is it raining?
Did we not?
Not this quick.
Not like this. You never grabbed them.
No baton.
What I see with my own eyes.
You're too deep into it, brother. As a police officer, you are actually trying to argue the fact that you did arrest other people. Like, you got to be new to the force.
Officer, no baton was pulled out yesterday.
No, there was zero batons.
Come on, officer.
No problem.
Wow, guys, you have kids here, families here. You know, obviously there are a couple of guys masked up, as you can see, but nothing in the scale that we saw yesterday in Islington. They have kept to the protest area, which is over there. They aren't blocking roads. You know, it's been very, very fair, I'd say. How's that?
I love your videos.
Cheers, man. What was this all about then?
Because people are peaceful protest, because they run away this way to come away because they let smoke bombs up. The police chased them and threw them against the wall.
Right.
For no reason. Two-tier policing.
Is smoke bombs illegal? I'm not sure. I'm asking a real question.
So we will chat to some of the locals very shortly about this protest. Just got in, it all started kicking off. Guys, let me just give you a better look of this Britannia Hotel. So just a few days ago, loads of staff was actually made.
Looks like an upscale hotel too. It looked like a decent hotel.
Redundant here, and told that was going to be their final day. And then just literally the other night, around 1:30 in the morning, loads of illegal migrants were moved in here. They still have security on the door, and obviously the locals in Canary Wharf, in this luxurious part of London, definitely don't want it here. And look at all the protests here today. They're calling for the safety of women and children. You hear the chants, guys? Send them home. That is the message, guys. You know, these protests are building. Norwich, Newcastle, Liverpool, Waterlooville, all sorts of places.
Yeah, I seen something happen in Liverpool. I seen a lot of YouTubers out there. I didn't get to watch the footage, but I'm also curious what's going on there.
Around the UK, and now we're in Canary Wharf, guys. Check it out. I saw earlier or online that the women got here earlier. What was the kind of point in that? It's, you know, it's mostly women and children at the beginning.
Well, like most of the people are men.
Yeah, there you go, ma'am. Take the whole mic.
Hotels. We wonder why that is, but I think we all know. We are women and children because we're concerned about the younger generation in this country. We've got women and children that are frightened to go out in their own country that they've been brought up in the own area that they've been brought up in. Frightened to go out because they just don't know who's walking amongst us.
We don't know where they're coming from, and we need. I'm all for legals coming into the country from war-torn countries that want safe harbour, yeah? But however, these are not. Why is that? What's the agenda? What is the bigger picture? That's what I want to know, and that's what everyone wants to know. And we need to protect our women and children, and also our men.
What we do know is it's been documented that a lot of these that are here in these hotels.
I really feel like the women are out here to protect the men, low key. Like, women get out there, they say something gets done. But, you know, left up to men are going to do what men do. They defend. They're going to fight. The British men are going to go to jail about this.
Hotels are rape, even murderers. Why do we want them amongst our community? We don't. We want them out. And we want the government to stand up and listen to us for once, because this is not going away. These demonstrations are going to get bigger, they're going to get more frequent, and although this was a peaceful protest today, and that's what we intended to do, peaceful, we have had some people turn up that's really put a damper on it, but we was here to make the government say enough is enough.
As you can see behind me, you can see the scale of this hotel. I think it's over 450 rooms, and obviously you can imagine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where does the hotel start and where does it end? This is the entrance above my head. So what is on? I'm guessing these is right here. This is like not offices, but like rooms where you do meetings and stuff. Meeting rooms. Oh my god, I was looking for another word. Conference rooms. Conference room, meeting rooms. The rooms are like.
Imagine, not all of them are just single rooms. Someone's going to get the Queen's suite, the King's suite, and be filling all of this part of Canary Wharf. They'll be on the doorsteps of very wealthy people that do live here.
I think I was here when I went to London.
And, you know, all the stats are coming out on the crimes that are getting committed by people who have come into these hotels.
Look familiar.
Just yesterday, it was announced that Mohammed and Ahmed in Warwickshire sexually assaulted a 12-year-old girl. And when I say sexually assaulted, it's the worst kind of assault that you can imagine. Obviously, if I say it on YouTube, they probably won't.
Wow, this is happening time after time after time again.
Allow it, but that's why so many people are coming out now saying protect the women and children. And you know, it's not just men; it is a lot of women. Look at this. How do you feel that the people moved in here were moved overnight? Almost was around 1:30. I was told, you know, people are sleeping. They weren't told that they were
going to do it intentionally because they think, that they're all asleep. No one's going to notice, so that's why they do it.
And do you think these protests are going to continue across summer?
Oh yeah, I don't think it will stop. There's another one in Epping again today, I think, as well.
Summer. It's summer there now?
So it's just literally going.
We wrapping up summer, ain't we?
Across the whole
in
of
America.
the UK.
May I see a sign? Taxpayers say no. Are you a local resident in the area? Yeah. What's your kind of feeling about the hotel?
Yeah, I mean, obviously negative. You pay more taxes, you get less safety, not great. So generally, not the best. So definitely want to be supporting here the local community to stand up for ourselves and to say what...
Where is he from? What accent is this?
We genuinely think.
I mean, a lot of people don't know about the hotels in their area. It's almost, you hear about...
I didn't know about that being a thing until all the news around the area, well, even around the Epping area, first of all. And then when it started happening here, then of course, as well.
So how does that make you feel that you have to find out from locals, that you're not really told by the local council or local government? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, no, of course, not happy about it. Hence why we're protesting. Here's why we're here. We make our...
Is he American?
Presence known in a peaceful way, and we
I kind of hear an accent.
And again, with the women earlier today, a couple of hours ago, the women's march was very powerful. It was great to see.
What's the general feeling in the area about this hotel? Have people spoken out about it in your community?
Well, we do have like a group that is discussing about this matter and stuff, but not a good feeling about it.
And are you here on a visa?
Yeah, I'm on a work visa at the moment.
Can I ask you, how much do you pay for your visa?
A lot.
About 2,000 to 3,000 maybe?
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah, and you pay for the NHS?
Yeah, of course.
So how do you feel that illegal migrants almost get... don't have to pay anything, and they might even get right to remain after 1 or 2 years?
Yeah, you tell me, man. It's not a good feeling, is it?
Yeah. So guys, I've spoken to two people. One is a citizen who came from Latvia, the other seems from China. Obviously he's paid thousands to come here on a visa, and the local community doesn't support it, he told me. He said that it's quite unfair that people living here almost get a free ride, when people like him come here, pay thousands for a visa, which isn't spoken about. They pay thousands to the UK government, and where does that money go? Does it go to fund these hotels for their food, their bedding? Who knows? But this is very much an anti-hotel migrant protest at the minute. How did you find out about this hotel just behind us?
Well, it's actually on one of the local pages, and it's terrible what they're doing. We've got it's good and bad in everyone, but we just can't tally up the numbers, can we?
So, do you think people are more against it because the stats have come out on the types of crimes that are being committed?
Well, the crimes show for themselves, really. But I'm for the safety of the people in the area, and yeah, there's refuge that needs to be done, but there's a different way of going about it.
Put an eye on it. So far, it has calmed down quite a lot.
Yeah, it looks like this is about over.
It would have cost. I don't know.
Only way we're going to.
Like I said, so they've got Nando's. Oh, beautiful Nando's. They've got Nando's, guys. How much do they get per week?
Hey, bro got Nando's.
And they're scuffing their face with a Nando's card. Whilst sooner or later,
kids, if they are getting...
What's the kind of main message for today?
To show support for the women and kids who don't feel safe walking the streets. They don't feel safe with these unvetted and undocumented males. If they are getting prosecuted for these things they're doing, how do we know their true identity if they're coming with fake passports?
Yeah.
How do we know? We don't, and that's the problem within the country.
The stats speak for themselves. How do you feel about the level of crime that is coming out now? People aren't afraid to speak on it now, and they're saying
that the British people are standing together, and these far left agitators who are coming saying refugees welcome here. These people aren't refugees. They're here to come here and make us feel scared. They want to take over Britain. That is their aim. If they didn't want to do that, and they were scared for their lives and scared for their families, what they would do is put their women and kids on the boat, send them over, let them claim asylum, and when...
Look at this. This kid is the voice of reason. He's making nothing but the greatest points and sense. This is the best point of the whole video.
In such war-torn countries, they would stay and fight and show that they're true men and show what they are.
Talk to
him. People on the left will argue we should be like a welcoming country. Even if they are all men, why should we not welcome just all men?
Because then they're not welcome in this country. Before they've even landed in the country, we fully well know they've committed a crime by crossing that English Channel on a dinghy. That's a crime, that's what it is. Whereas these legal immigrants, we will know their crime backgrounds, we will know who they are, we will know that they're coming here to fill the jobs that the British people need, such as doctors, construction workers, cleaners, and they come and do that for us, they help us. Whereas these illegal migrants don't want to help us, instead they want to take these hotels, make them shut down. Look how beautiful this hotel is, and it's being used for these invaders, which is absolutely disgraceful.
I ain't gonna lie, Brody was well spoken. Let me know what you think of this whole entire situation, this ongoing situation. Let me know what side of the fence you straddle. Pause. And, talk to me in the comments.